he made a comment. And one thing about Conor is he has always peddled in truth. He can make it entertaining. He can scream at your face. But if you look back at the things he said, he had a way of making things happen constantly. He was always telling the truth when he talked about how great he was, how fast he was, how powerful he was, that this opponent has a problem with southpaw, that I can stand my feet and not get taken down. It all turned out to be true. But he made a statement, Daniel, and it was a small one, but my ears picked up on it. And he simply said, greatness is not rushed. And he made this statement 4 days ago. And I remember going, for the first time ever, that's not true. If you do not have an urgency, if you do not feel like I got to do this and I got to do it now, there's something inside you, it's burning, it's driving. If you can actually kick the can and live with that, you've got the option to compete, but you choose not to. Greatness is rushed. Everything in sport, everything that you got to do, it's got to be done, and it's got to be done right now. And that used to be his mindset. And when he put that simple sentence out, I saw it and I said, it is a wrap.
What fostered that change? Like, was there one individual thing that kind of that brought you to that side?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, almost all the listeners will probably have heard my testimony, but yeah, I was dating a witch. She became fully possessed, was destroying my life, and then I casted her out in the name of Jesus. Since then, my eyes have been completely open to the spirit realm. And I know that everything around us is actually spiritual.
Пока что не планирую драться с Альмейдой в июле. Чтобы вы просто знали. Почему? Потому что пока что не вижу для себя смысла в бое с 6-м номером рейтинга. Кто видит смысл, скажите зачем. Только бой ради боя в данном случае. Подождем более интересного предложения.
I think the lightweight division is the most exciting division right now. It's just death row in the lightweight division at the moment. Like the top 5, dude, that guard up there right now, it's just killers, man.
But especially with Ilia Topuria entering the mix, right? The whole big story over the past week was he obviously vacated the title at featherweight, but apparently he said the UFC told him, we promise you a title opportunity if you vacate. That's what he told Spanish media. Or I think he said as a backup he would fight Charles Oliveira. And now they've gone back and forth. What do you reckon, Rob?
I don't know what was promised or anything, but I feel like if you're in a lower division and you vacate the title, you should go straight to the top of the pecking order. I'd like to see him go straight into a title shot. Okay. Understandably, it can be tricky that way because there are a lot of guys, like, styles make fights. So if the champion of a lighter division has a better style to beat the guy in the high division, where's the fairness of that? Because that guy may not get through 10 guys to get to a title shot. He may not get through the contenders. Yeah, I just feel like there should be a certain amount of weight for being the champion of the division already. I can also see the side of the argument for the guys in the division that have been like, brother, like, I've had to slog, especially in the lightweight division, like, I've had to slog my way to the top of this division, and it is death row there. I think UFC's going to do what makes them the most money.
I'm out here with the enemy, the Chinaman, beating us in trade, ruining our economy. Real bad, these guys, but they can fight, and that's good.
Отпусти Альдо! Отпусти Альдо! Альдо, уснул! Стерлинг уснул! Отпусти Альдо! Отпусти Альдо! Альдо уснул! Стерлинг уснул!
We had
Conor McGregor saying, Mike, come home to BKFC. I'm sorry I fired you, dog. Come home to BKFC.
What a promoter he is.
So I saw this clip of him at BKFC, and he's in full promoter mode, right? And he's doing a great job. And he's like, there's no league, and this is right after DBX. There's no other league even worth watching out there right now. Da-da-da-da-da. You know, he's going on, and I'm like, man, he's throwing shade at DBX, to be honest, because who else are going to be talking about?
But
right?
that's good. He's promoting with that, too.
Yeah, so you're not talking about UFC, right? So who else is out there?
Ariel showed me the clip that I hadn't exactly seen, and he showed me the part where he said, I need to come back.
What's it called? The dirty stuff. The dirty... Yeah, it's all right. He should come home. Mike should come home.
He's like, he's out there doing that dirty thing. Yeah, it's all right. That dirty thing, it's all right. That's what he said.
Does that feel good at all? When Alex beat the guys that you lost to? Like the Jamal Hill?
Jamal Hill, yeah.
That had to feel good.
And Jiri.
And Jiri, twice. Yeah, that had to feel good, right?
Of course.
Who were you more happy about, when he beat Jamal Hill or when he beat Jiri to defend your honor on that one?
Just both, man. Both just...
you're too much of a cool character.
He's too cool of a
character. Shit, Glover, we know.
No.
You got a little anger in there.
Same, bro.
It was Jamal.
It was Jamal.
Jamal maybe was talking more so maybe.
Yeah.
There was a fight that Jon Jones was supposed to do against Vitor Belfort way back in the day. And come fight week, Vitor couldn't fight. He was injured. I forgot exactly what it was, but he wasn't able to fight. In comes in Chael Sonnen. Jon Jones absolutely refused to fight Chael Sonnen. Okay? And it was an easier fight. And I'm going, why the hell wouldn't you fight Chael Sonnen? Because it was a much easier fight. So no, he wouldn't fight. So that fight got changed, and then next thing you know, Chael Sonnen and Jon Jones becoming the Ultimate Fighter, and then they make that fight between them two, and then Jon Jones crushes Chael, which is what I thought was going to happen the first time anyways. So why did he do that?
Why?
Because he wants to win. He does everything he can to win. He's a perfectionist. This guy will do everything he can to win. He's a winner. He knows how to win, and he'll do certain things that maybe not ethical or unethical just so he can win. Like if you watch him with DC in some of his fights, he's going with DC, and DC's got his hands wrapped around him, and Jon Jones lifts his hands over like the round's over, and then DC lets up, and all of a sudden he clocks DC. Why did he do that? He didn't have to do that. Another one, when DC grabs him, he's picking him up off the air and he's going to throw him. He grabs the cage around the cage so DC can't throw him. Why did he do that? Because he didn't want DC to throw him, make him look bad. So this guy is an individual that does whatever he can do to win, and he's a winner, and he's a great, great, great athlete. So combine that with everything he has, that's what you got more than anything. So if he's not fighting Tom Aspinall when they want him to fight, is because he's not going to. It had nothing to do with I'm older and he's younger. It has something to do with he needs to be properly prepared for what he's going to bring to the table. And he wants to absolutely crush Tom. So he feels that's what he needs to take to do it. So guess what? You can't change him. You're not going to change his mind. He's been that way for years. So he's not going to change. So I don't blame him, because why should he go and rush and become somebody he's not? He needs to be who he is, who he has been. And he's been a winner his whole life.
Group of teenagers, maybe doing about 80 miles an hour. I was just coming out with my producer Dylan Ruff. We happened to see this car go about 80 miles per hour, and pretty much we heard that. Next thing you know, this dude's going up a ramp and he smashed into my neighbor's yard. Well, the guy got out, the guy tried to leave, and he ended up assaulting the owner, because I know if these guys had guns. And then once he hit my neighbor, I was like, all right, man.
How old's your neighbor?
All in. Yeah, so he's in his 60s, and I had to go out there and pick them up. Dropped him, slapped him a little bit, and then some of the neighbors took some clocks at him.
They're gonna go to fucking federal prison. Federal fucking prison.
I can't explain everything, but I have this sense of connection with stuff. Like before you texted me yesterday about getting on the podcast, like 2 days before that, both days, God put you in my head. And it was God just saying, hey, text Anthony or say something to Anthony.
Jesus Christ, great.